Hello everybody and welcome to Zelda Speedruns, where today we've got for you all some more Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Randomizer Season 7 tournament action. This is qualifier number 5. Joining me today on commentary, we've got Sludge and we've got your average Link. How are you two doing?
Yo, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good day. Excited to see how the next qualifier goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Got quite a few things that are different since last season, and got a bunch of runners. 4-way restream today. So that's always cool.
Got classic Gymnast 86. We've got Quasi, who's doing pretty. I mean, I wasn't around for previous seasons, but I think they've been around for a decent while. Coming back for Season 7. Speaking of coming back, we've got, I believe this is Inquisition's first qualifier, and Tanjo's as well, but Tanjo's been tied up with commentating the past 4.
Yeah.
So, looks like we're getting started pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll see what hints we get, and everyone is off. Starting on a triangle island.
Starting with a bottle as well. Very mini blends. Paw Print, Path to Mulgara.
Looks like Inquisition is
Ice Ring, Path
using
to
a
Godan.
method where
Force Saving, Path to Goma. Yep, there's Goma.
Oh gosh.
So we've got DRC, Tatji, and Wind Temple. Outset Baron is nice to get. Looks like there's a required Picto on Wizard Mini Boss, so means Minenko is likely required, or there's a Picto like in Lenzo's house. Another small key in the big key chest in DRC. Oh, Bomb Island Maggie's letter not required. That is a nice hint to get. So you do not have to worry about Postman or Bomb Island. That's a win-win.
That's an
possibly
annoying
required power bracelets, which means that some way, so probably like DRI Cave or something like that is required, but not specifically power bracelets. And Skullhammer under the rope bridge, and I probably missed a couple hints. But yeah, so we'll see. Looks like Inquisition is already headed for Windfall. Tanjo grabbed Salvage Core that was nearby and headed for Cliff Plat and Sua's gym.
That's interesting. So yeah,
it's
very
interesting seeing Inquisition's Windfall play. You know, usually in Season 7, since we don't have great fairies, most runners will elect to go to Cliff Plateau first because you can go there and then go into Bird's Peak Rock without grapple or worrying about the bait bag stuff. So usually, unless one of those are hinted Baron, you like to go there first. But we'll see how the early Windfall play pans out.
Yeah, the required Picto might incentivize people to do Lenzo door cancel when they usually might greed for a Picto.
And I am firmly in the camp that Bobby's mentioning. Definitely always do Mila first. I don't know how people are comfortable with orphaning her.
Yeah, I like, if I'm going Windfall early, then I just cannot orphan Mila. Sometimes I do it when I feel like I have a lot to work with, but most of the time, I just feel like Mila has something important too often for me to...
I don't think Tanjo or Jim have showed us what was stored. Oh, it was bait bag. Oh, that's convenient. That puts Bird's Peak Rock right into logic.
Yep.
But with the storage strat, you don't have to worry about getting a Huey pair or hitting all the switches. I missed what was on Mila, but I don't think it was important.
Yeah, all the runners going to Cliff Flat to BPR. There's a shard on Maggie's gift.
I'm kind of surprised nobody has gone to... Well, maybe we'll see what Jim, Tanjo, and Quasi go for. But far as nobody's grabbed a fairy yet. I mean, Mother and Child was hinted barren, so they might be hoping that they can put off Grandma Mail until reaching a dungeon, because like every dungeon except for FF, I believe, has fairies at the end. Looks like there's a sword on BPR, so that bait bag is logically required. Oh, Quasi voiding out, trying
Oh
to...
no.
So Quasi is
That's
going
a-
to miss out on the sword unless they want to go do BPR the normal way.
That's a
Although
really...
the good thing is that because that's a sword, it is likely going to be possible to wait for grapple.
Yeah, like that
Also
moment
looks like,
when your heart sinks when you fall.
yeah, it's unfortunate. Looks like Jim and Tanger are going to use that bait bag to clear out most of DRI.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how it counts as a projectile for the boulder chest.
Yeah, you do sometimes see things like bait bag listed as possibly required. And that usually points to that chest specifically. Got a shard on Wind Shrine, and I believe there was a shard... there must have been a shard somewhere on Windfall, because Inquisition has one marked. Inquisition's also doing
Yeah.
hide and seek without Lens of Door Cancel.
The shard was
So-
on Maggie's gift.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Quasi's also headed to Windfall, doing the nighttime stuff.
We'll see if Crescent is spiky or not from Jim. After that, I guess you don't really have that much options other than to go Outset or Windfall.
Well, Outset was hinted Baron, so...
Oh, right.
I mean, you
still
could...
do-
The
still
progression
do
could be on
Grandma.
Grandma... Let me see what the... Oh, apparently I have to log in on this window. Hang on a second. Paw Print is Path to Malgara, so we might be waiting on something there.
That's true. Also, getting the Beetle at Paw Print.
Yeah, this one's also just a heart piece. Not going to be grabbing any bait to fill up the bait bag with.
Looks like we're gonna get Salvage Core. That red rupee on the barrel can be really convenient sometimes.
I remember using
it
it
is
sometimes
RNG.
back in mini blends to get the rupees I needed for Beetle, but I think it's RNG.
Yeah. Helped me multiple times in mini blends.
It looks like Tanjo is going to go ahead and... Ooh! Bombs on Miss Marie.
Dang, that's
Okay.
really good.
Yeah, especially with Paw Print Path. So Jim's gonna miss out on whatever's behind the right boulder here, unless, like, he finds Leaf. He's going to be able to get what's behind this boulder using a societal strat, but... And also peak scale the wall.
We do have a spiky.
Yeah, classic spiky on scale the wall.
Ooh,
Oh.
there's grapple.
Very well
That
placed
is-
grapple.
That's incredible.
Alright, so... I can't remember where it was, but there were, I believe,
Hurricane
no!
spin.
Oh no!
Well,
Hurricane spin on Tingle. Ah, you hate to see it.
well, all of our runners are going to be getting that. So
Yeah.
if they hold B at the start of Ganondorf, they might be in for a little surprise.
Yeah, at least you know about it. At least you didn't store it.
That's true.
Nah, Hurricane
Don't even
spin gotta
have
be
Earth
my
Jump.
least favorite item in any randomizer. Worse than Cursed Metal. Okay, that's not true, but...
Bomb mail has the
Just
tingle chart.
Couldn't quite see. It looks like Tanjo's going for it. I imagine probably a shard on top.
That's a shard on scale the wall.
I see. I don't remember where it was, but I know one of the hints said that power bracelets are possibly required, so with grapple being behind one of the boulders, that makes sense.
I think they're in Angular Cave,
I see.
or at least that's what I wrote down.
Well, so Hurricane Spin just makes it so when you hold B for long enough, it charges up the Hurricane Spin, and so a strategy that I and many others like to do for Ganondorf is to hold B to ready up the spin attack for Ganondorf after, like, you talk to Zelda for the first time, and you can't do that. So you have to rely on quick spins or jump attacks. And it looks like actually it was Bow on top of Headstone, which Tanjo will use to go and grab the big Octo here. One of the Season 7 newly introduced checks. Basically, in the Season 7 build, it is possible to include, or more accurately, exclude individual checks. So we have, for example, Combat Caves, but no Stonewatcher, Overlook, or Shark Island. And we have Great Fairies, but only this one, so none of the actual Great Fairies, so just the 2-eye one.
We've also
It
got
looks like
two
Quasi
gunboats.
will be, yeah, like specific gunboats, stuff like that. It's really neat, and I'm glad that it finally got added. It looks like Quasi is going for Lenzo Door Cancel. With the Picto box required, it is definitely possible that there's a Picto in Lenzo's house, and that's why the first one specifically is required. But more likely it's just Minenko having something. Ooh, and Iron Boots on the Octo Fairy. I missed what the hint was.
Same. I looked at
I will have
Tanjo's
to-
side just as
Yeah.
it went on.
Yeah, same. Oh! That's Vanilla Leaf.
Oh my lord.
Bobby called it. Wow.
That is...
I mean,
is
Forest
crazy.
Haven Path to Goma, that makes sense. I think Jim realized, like, after getting Grapple and starting with Bottle, that there had to be Leaf there, basically.
Yeah, Jim was gonna go for backwards Forest Haven, but I think realized that he didn't have Leaf.
So, yeah. Because, there's a small key on the DRC big key chests. One of the other Season 7 things is that there are obscure tricks, and one of the obscure tricks is getting the big key chest with Leaf and Grapple. And so that means that when a small key is placed there, that Leaf is path to Goma.
And a Tingle.
And a Tingle statue, just for good measure. And the other change, one of the other numerous Season 7 things, was that DRC is no longer Sphere 0. You need to have some way of blowing up the boulder that would be there in vanilla. But since we started with a bottle, that automatically guarantees a way to do so. So now, with Grapple already found, and the bottle taken care of, the only possible path item left was Leaf. So Jim rewarded handsomely for that dip.
Yeah, we also know where a bow is, so I imagine that some of the runners will at least be going backwards.
Yeah, I mean, it is on, like... Was there a bow hinted somewhere?
Tanjo got a bow on Headstone.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was the only bow there was Headstone. I don't know when any of the runners would be willing to go to Headstone. We'll see. Okay, it looks like Jim's grabbing a fairy, so he will probably pick it up. So he's going to be in a good position for DRC soon enough. It looks like Spoils Bag was on Cyclos.
Oh, you hate
That's
to
another
see
thing.
the
Yeah,
Spoils
there
Bag.
is... Giving one Joy Pendant to Miss Marie is the only Spoils Bag locked check in these settings.
Yeah.
And you do have to do Hide and Seek first. Quasi's having a little bit of trouble. Alright, there we go.
Love how the character just kind of walked backwards into the loading
We've
zone.
got a Spiky. Mob Insider. Alright.
Well, I guess we can check what that leads to immediately.
We don't have a delivery bag,
Oh,
so
well, we'll have to wait and see then.
yeah, and it is probably like a shard or something on Minenko, but we'll see.
Alright, Jim, first one to save Grandma.
Tanjo saved Grandma a while ago.
Oh, second person to save Grandma?
I was gonna say, I don't know if Tanjo checked the mail yet.
I'm not sure.
Would definitely be able to. And it is currently nighttime. Alright, well, we'll see from Jim anyway. Quasi picking up the bombs. That is the one thing. Inquisition and Quasi will have the bombs over the other two. Although it looks like Tanjo might run into them soon if he commits to doing hide and seek. Oh, okay, so Grandma Mail is just a skull necklace.
Also
Already
convenient.
picking up an arrow refill on Tanjo's side. I will say, Season 7 settings, I feel you run out of arrows really quickly. So it is good to be cognizant of where you can get refills when you need them.
Yeah, if you're not careful, you can easily run out of arrows, so knowing where arrow drops are in the game is really useful, because some areas have a lot of them and some areas barely have any. So it's good to know for sure.
Quasi will also be able to do the combat cave here in DRI. Some runners will elect to put this off until they get fire and ice arrows, because you can shoot the torches above the doors with fire arrows, and that saves some time. At the same time, if you do that, you do skip the part where you fight Bokoblins, and that can be a good source of joy pendants, but we also have DRC, and there are plenty of Bokoblins there.
Yeah.
Alright, Inquisition grabbing the grapple, and unlike Jim, does have bombs, so can go grab Scale the Wall right away without save warping.
Right. Let's see what's on Horseshoe Cave. I will say, Horseshoe Cave is really annoying when you don't have a projectile.
Yeah, at least Jim does have Master Sword and has Leaf to, like, get the Mothula to fall, but until the wings are all gone, it's very annoying.
Yeah, they can also just take a lot of health out of you if you're not careful.
Yeah, I believe in the last qualifier, Jim died in this cave.
Okay,
But
there's a spiky.
Better time now, and there's a spiky, and yet another shard.
Alright. Well, we might go early diamond step, or we might go somewhere else. Looks like we're going
looks like-
somewhere else.
I think Diamond Step was hinted dead.
Oh. Oh yeah, it was. That's my bad.
Yeah, it was Outset, Needle Rock, Mother and Child, Diamond Step, and Boating Course. And now it looks like Jim will be following in Tanjo's footsteps. Clearing out
Quasi
Windfall.
finishing DRI Cave.
Yeah, survey says non-spiky.
Ah, that
But
really
there is
sucks.
at least some money at the end. Not even gonna open the chest. See if it's a joy pendant.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, it can't get any worse than Hurricane Spin.
Yeah.
Like, but it is a pretty low chance that it's specifically a joy pendant.
I guess knowing you have DRC.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, really hate to see a wooden chest in DRI Cave when you do it without fire and ice.
Oh,
But yeah.
Inquisition also grabbing. I assume this is Rockspire gunboat because Needle Rock was hinted dead.
Yeah, I respect going to Rockspire, honestly. Not
I don't
bad.
remember if Greatfish chest was spiky or not. I know Tenjo went there.
I want to say it was wooden, but I'm not certain.
Well, there's at least incentive to come back with Zunari existing.
Yep.
We'll see what's in the actual cave. And while everybody else mostly just doing what other people have already done, but...
Yep. Tanjo picking up his Hurricane Spin. And Quasi's going through Paw Print right now, and Jim's just gonna finish up Mila. That grappling Paw Print is pretty cool to see, honestly.
It's interesting, that's also Path to Mogera, so maybe Hookshot later on in DRC? We'll have to see. Or it could be
maybe
something even more zany,
more
like
boring.
Command Melody in Wizard Cave.
That would be funny.
Actually, I don't think... I must have missed... Was there anything important on the right side boulder in Paw Print? Because I know Jim wasn't able to get that.
I don't think so.
Ooh, and
Cabana
Cabana
Deed.
Deed in Rockspire Cave is usually skippable, but like if Hookshot is in a bad spot, then sometimes it's not ideal. Sometimes you'll have to preemptively open up the chest on top of Oasis, and then you forfeit your right to easily skip the Cabana Deed. That is true, it did lead to leave, so...
I guess Ice Ring to Godan at this point is probably just gonna be a Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, we've found bombs, we've found at least one bow, and like 2 bows lock those checks anyway.
Yeah.
Could be Command Melody, but...
Or it could be a completely different item leading to them.
Where is Quasi? Oh, Crescent, okay.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Inquisition buying his bait and pears for later. Oh well, just
We're not
pears.
actually gonna need bait because Outset is barren. Unless you want to like use it on PG3.
That would be funny.
Alright, Jim is finally going to come across the lovely Hurricane Spin here. It's interesting, I wonder what we haven't seen yet that... Oh, well, nobody's gone into DRC. That's the big thing. And, like, Jim is... Well, Jim still hasn't found the bow, but otherwise well-equipped for... If the key layout is nice enough, he could do a small key skip to avoid having to go to the big key chest, but there's a chance that, like, for example, there are no small keys besides the first one, and it wants you to get the big key chest 1 second. I mean, that would be bad for everybody, even if you want to do backwards.
Yeah. Looks like most of the runners on Restream have opted to do Lenzo Door Cancel, which
Bombs
I
were on
get
Miss Marie.
Yeah.
I don't know, has Tanjo picked up a Joy Pendant yet? Because he's the first of our runners to have the spoils bag, and is right here in front of Miss Marie.
Don't think he has.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so there is a free Joy Pendant, but you have to talk to the kids, and there's like a billion cutscenes. you'd rather find an RNG one or a grapple one from a Bokoblin. I don't think Star Island was hinted barren. You could go there, use that as like a pseudo Song of Passing to Night, and grapple a pendant. Although Tanjo doesn't even have grapple yet, so... At least doesn't have it marked. Okay, it looks like Tanjo is headed to Star Island, hoping to get an RNG pendant.
Not a bad idea, honestly, because...
Yeah, because, like, it's very easy when you don't have Forsaken Fortress to just completely orphan Star Island and then possibly last location it. I wouldn't know anything about that. Nope, nothing at all.
Star Island is kind of isolated on the map. The only real thing you can chain it with is Cyclos on Mother and Child.
Yeah, and you can,
Forsaken
like, sometimes
Fortress.
super swim there for Mother and Child, but, like, Mother and Child is hinted dead. You're not really gonna do that.
Yeah, that's also not an easy swim to do.
Once you know how to do it, it's not too difficult because unlike, for example, the Western Fairy Swim, it is orthogonal, so you just have to go straight north. But if you don't know what you're looking for, it can be tough.
Alright, Jim picking up the Moblin's letter. And Quasi's about to get his bow.
Alright, we'll see if the RNG pans out for these.
Oh, the Two-Eye Fairy hinted the required Picto.
Was it the one in Wind Temple?
I looked just as it said that there was a required Picto.
Alright, well,
Except there
Tenjo
was
did
one
get a
on
joy
Windfall.
pendant, so will not be punished for missing grapple.
Wait, did it actually say there was another Picto on Windfall?
Well, I mean, if it says Windfall has a Picto, then... Oh, imagine Pompey and Vera has a Picto. And so you like, hard required have to get the Wind Temple one first.
I guess we'll have to see where that is. Imagine if it's on,
Oh, delivery bag.
Imagine if it's on the Moblin's letter check.
That is a possible... Like, if Pompey and Vera has a Picto, then the Wind Temple and, like, Moblin's letter turn-in is required, then the hint importance still makes sense, but... Yeah, we'll see if Lenzit or Cancel ends up being enough. Tanjo does have the delivery bag, so he can turn in the letter now. Is electing to maybe do DRI Cave, maybe just wants to go to Paw Print. Not sure what this warp is for.
Looks like Inquisition's gonna be the first person
Inquisition.
on Restream to enter DRC.
Yeah, it is interesting.
They've got bombs and bow, so they can go backwards, but they do
Yeah,
not have
they're
leaf.
missing Leaf. So they're really hoping to see at least one key in these, like, the couple checks that they'll have access to after the first door.
Yeah, also just Leaf in general for DRC is really nice.
Yeah.
I find myself wanting to greed for a lot of items before going to DRC, just because they make it so much nicer.
So we've got this chest basically scripted to be a key because it's the only one you have access to with no keys. But after that, these next three will be what we're watching out for. Quasi's also headed for DRC, so...
We can do this part backwards since we have bombs. Looks like Jim's doing Rock Spire.
There's, I believe, just Cabana Deed in the cave. Quasi is also kind of low on bombs. We'll have to see if they'll have enough to make it through the dungeon well.
I know there's at least bombs in Pot Room, but I'm not sure about anywhere else.
Oh, better hope this is a small key. Okay,
And it
so
is.
Inquisition will be able to clear out DRC going backwards.
Okay, that jump slash right there, I've tried this before. It is possible, but it's really precise.
To be using the dungeon secret water pot to bring the
That's
platform,
awesome.
burning up that poor orange rupee.
Tanjo's gonna go into paw print and get his grapple and shard. And we are going backwards through DRC for Inquisition side. Gonna grab
Yeah, I
Underwood
believe. I thought this just was hinted dead. So I don't know why.
it was hinted to be Skullhammer.
Oh, wait. That is definitely not dead.
Which,
Unless you really feel like door canceling into Wind Temple.
without the Skullhammer dungeons, Skullhammer is actually like a really weak item when it comes to overworld checks. You basically
Yeah, it
just
only
got to
logically
ban them.
unlocks 2 things.
Though to be fair, what makes it a little bit better is that it is nice to be paired with ice arrows for combat.
Can even help you out a bit in the Horseshoe Cave because it can one-hit kill the Mothilas.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so Jim will be eventually coming across this bow. And will be probably the first person to go into DRC with Leaf as well.
Yeah,
Because it looks like Tandra's going to be preoccupied with Windfall stuff.
the only person on Restream with Leaf currently. I guess we'll just have to see how loaded DLC is. I've had a lot of seeds where it's had a lot of items, and a lot of seeds where it's had, like, almost nothing.
I'm gonna say, you know what Skullhammer in Season 7 reminds me of? Whip in Skyward Sword. It is literally the same thing. Like, logically unlocks a few things in the overworld. Hard required for one dungeon, possibly required for another. But
That one item where it's considered a major item, but doesn't
Okay.
contribute much.
we got Fire and Ice up here, the latter
Yo.
part of DRC.
Nice. Wait, is that the... Did we also have a bow there last qual, or am I thinking of a different seed?
I think there might. Oh, okay. There's the Picto. It's
Dang,
not on Pompey and
Picto-
Vera, so
Picto on the spoils bag check.
yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that Picto was pretty early in Logic because there was Spoils Bag on. Was that top of Angular? It was somewhere in the south side of the map because nobody else has it.
It might have.
Okay, Mobin's Letter Turner is nothing, so pretty much confirmed to be Minenko at this point. I mean, Pompey and Vera could still be something, but
I hope Inquisition refills on bombs here. Oh, looks like they're opting to keep going. Oh, it was on Cyclops.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone apart from... Oh wait, no, it's just half. So Inquisition and Quasi going backwards through DLC. Tanjo's gonna be going to Forest.
Tanjo's
So-
gonna pick up the leaf.
That's
Looks
gonna
like
be
there's
nice.
hook shot. Right, that's further compounding on the path to Mulgara there. comically large golden feather on the bird nest.
I guess it makes sense for a feather to be in a bird nest.
That's true. Interesting Octo Fairy color palette for Jin.
It's like pink, orange, and white. I wonder how Tandra's gonna feel about this vanilla leaf.
Yeah, definitely did make sense for Jim to go too early on when you read into the path hints enough.
Yeah.
But
if you get grapple elsewhere, basically, leaf is the only real thing it can lead to.
provided you have already got your entrance logic squared away.
Yeah. Because we started with bottle. Right, and
With the Fire and Ice arrows in DRC, we will finally be able to check up on that path hint at Ice
It's
Ring.
also convenient if people check Fire Mountain right after.
What is Quizzy doing with this stick? Does it do more damage than the Hero's Sword?
I think it was just using it to drop down and reveal the Bokoblin.
Fair enough.
Don't check Fire
Don't check
Mountain.
Fire Mountain. Boo! I feel like if you're gonna check Fire Mountain, now's the time.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. If you get Fire and Ice in DRC and you haven't done the cave or Fire Mountain yet, you can do the cave with Fire and Ice, do Fire Mountain. But Fire Mountain's also a long check, so some people like to orphan it until
such a long
they
check,
location
but
it.
listen, if Fire Mountain has one fan, I am that fan. If Fire Mountain has no fans, I am dead. Although my appreciation is kind of unrequited because every time I go there decently early, it's nothing. But I promise it's just bad luck.
I did have a hard required bottle in Fire Mountain earlier today. Tandra's gonna be doing Zunari.
Now Zunari is the real Fire Mountain here. Like, this check, especially if you get delivery bag late, just feels so awful.
It really does.
And Quizzy only has one more bomb, but... Oh, interesting. Did Quizzy only find 2 keys? And thus deducing that Lava Pit must be a small key? I wasn't really paying too much attention to the key logic.
I guess
but
so,
they're save warping before we even go into Lava Pit, so... I'll trust their judgment. Nice race mode vanilla shard on Goma.
Actual pre-season 7 moment.
Especially since Inquisition, I think, has been asyncing some qualifiers, so probably knows about required bosses mode, but I imagine if you're like a player who didn't play in Season 7, and like, you just found that shard and then you get really confused when you don't get a shard on your next dungeon.
Yeah.
You see, yeah, this is secretly Season 6, but the runners just found 2 magic meters really early on.
And skipped
all the Great
Fairies
Fairies were hinted dead, and they did RAs to do combat caves in a qualifier.
Inquisition showcasing the DRI cave with Fire and Ice.
We'll
Which is
see.
really
Are they
fun.
the kind of player to do Fire Mountain?
We'll see if they go Fire Mountain.
Because the nice thing about if you just did DRI cave is that you can
Oh yeah,
save
we're
scum
going Fire
it.
Mountain.
Let's go. Right, please be a shard. The nice thing about doing DRI cave is that you're save warping out of the cave anyway, so you can save scum Fire Mountain. So you can get like a few arrows back. You can get out of there marginally faster.
Yeah, there really is not any better time to do Fire Mountain.
Yeah,
if you're
it's
gonna
like
do
it's one
it-
of those things where it's slow, but like it is really bad if you do have to come back to it. So I don't mind going for it right now. The other funny thing was, like, during the time of the most recent season of Mini Blends, Fire Mountain got added as a combat cave, and then it just so happens that the next main season that combat caves are back in, so Fire Mountain stays in.
Oh no, fell off the sidle wall. But quick recovery, which is nice. Yeah, with sidling, if you kind of use your control stick in a way where you flick it from neutral to the side, you can sidle a tiny bit faster. Yeah, true. Fire Mountain is a little bit more annoying without Leaf. And also these Magtails, that moment when you parry one of them and then a fire keys interrupts you whilst you're in the parry animation, knocks you down.
Oh, it's
That
spiky.
useless. Oh, it's spiky. Hold.
Fire Mountain haters in shambles right now. Get absolutely
You called
wrecked.
it. You called it. You called the shard. There you go. I know that
Alright,
Jim.
well, we'll see how that pans. It looks like Quasi's also going right for Fire Mountain, so
I know that Jim doesn't like checking Fire Mountain, so that may be
yeah,
bad.
we'll see how that pans out. Fire Mountain is kind of like quite similar to Star Island in that regard, where it's made a lot worse if you don't have DRC. But you can at least, like, if you're going to greed out and not do DRI Cave until you have Fire and Ice Arrows, well, now you have two things to come back to instead of one.
Ooh,
But
Inquisition.
but that is also like a double-edged sword where now you might be inclined to skip both of them because they're collectively pretty slow.
Yeah. Inquisition deciding not to check on Tree Branch, which is interesting.
Yeah, it might be a while until they
Whoa,
run
this
into
chest
the
is actually
leaf.
spiky for once.
A shield.
Well,
What was hinted on Angular Cave? That was power bracelets,
power
right?
bracelets. Yeah.
So I don't think that shield can be path, if that power bracelets were possibly required.
I mean, at this point, we don't really need power bracelets for anything.
Yeah, only Big Pig, but if Big Pig were absolutely required, then
I
it
mean,
would have
Outset's
been...
dead, the seed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess...
Yeah, we've got another spiky here, so...
Oh, whoa, that roll through the air vent was nice.
Ah, Tingle Statue. Gotta
Well,
love it.
Ankle is accessible.
Like how Inquisition is electing to do this trick despite having Iron Boots. Although it did look pretty fast, so it might be faster.
Honestly, it saves an equip, and
That
the
is
way
true.
they did it was pretty fast, so yeah. I like how iron boots have one use in the overworld and then it doesn't matter anyway, because it's so fast to do it with Wind Waker anyway.
Well, I didn't even know that trick existed until like a couple weeks ago.
I think I learned that trick when doing mixed pools seeds.
I learned that trick when doing multi-world. Looks like Quasi will be deed skipping here.
Honestly,
And yeah, you've got hookshot, you've got grapple, you've got skullhammer, and this is a spiky. So, oh, and 3 for 3 spikies in Ice Ring, and that's note to mom. So. Although Inquisition does not yet have the delivery bag, and considering that it was on Star Island, like honestly, this seed is like Star Island and Fire Mountain both required is really not great.
Not something you see every day. I feel like Star Island especially is so often nothing.
I missed what Quasi stored.
I don't know if he checked yet. Ghost ship.
Oh,
chart.
Ghost Ship chart. Okay.
Alright, Tanjo's in DRC now, and it's gonna be really nice that he has Leaf for it too. It's gonna speed some things up compared to the runners who didn't do it with Leaf.
Okay. Star Island is still better than Zunari.
Honestly, I agree with that take. Zanari is horrible. Looks like Quasi's angle for the hammer switch is a little bit... Oh, okay, he's got it now. Nice. Yeah, the rats in Cabana taking away your targeting privileges just feels the worst.
I don't even know where you trade the other flowers.
One of them's at Bomb Island, one of them's at Mother and Child.
So it would be nice if Zunari were like salvage core, where like all of the Gorons you could trade eventually for an exotic flower.
That's true.
Oh, and we got synced chests. Just another bottle for Quasi though, so not required.
That's like the worst thing we could have gotten out of a spiky chest there. Oh, it is double spiky though. 3 for 3.
Ah, there's a sword, so is required. And Quasi will be well equipped for Ice Ring right after this.
Triple spiky Cabana.
Triple Spiky Cabana and Ice Ring. Don't see that every day. I feel like Ice Ring is in my experience for its check count the most often unhinted Baron region for me. But it is Path this time.
Yeah, both islands being 3 checks now with combat caves. Looks like Jim's gonna be heading back for that second dip of paw print.
Yeah,
Gonna be
gonna
doing
get
Whisper
Whisper
Cave.
Cave here. Maybe there has been Command Melody waiting here this whole time. It's also weird, we're like 48 minutes in, still haven't seen a single Pearl. And we've full cleared a path to Tot G area.
That's true. There's probably gonna be one on Note to Moon Mail. I guess the shield the shield only locks power bracelets, which we don't need, so I guess it's just gonna be on Mutamon Mail.
Or ankle.
Or
I don't know
ankle,
if Quasi will have all 5 Tingle statues, so Creeb lights. I do not be Creeb, I'm sorry. He's let me down too many times.
Let's see if we get an early lights.
Yep,
Nope.
treasure chart. Gotta love it. At least the transparent chest is spiky.
Yesterday Creep had lights, today he has a treasure chart. Maybe it's a treasure chart to find the light arrows, you know?
Could you imagine season with treasure charts?
I mean, maybe when we get to season 14, we'll just run out of stuff.
Another shard. It's hard to say who's winning, because, like, everybody has, like, something unique over the others.
Yeah,
in terms of progression, like, Tanjo's still... Oh, wait, no, Godan is ahead.
I mean, everyone's kind of done the checks this seed in different orders, I feel.
So Tanjo will be the last on Restream, I think, to do DRC, but also has, like, Spoils Bag and Delivery Bag and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Leaf. And now Fire
and Leaf.
Knife.
And then Jim got Leaf very early on. Quasi will be... Oh wait, Quasi must have mistracked it. Does really nobody have all 5 Tingle statues? I swear somebody should...
The other Tingle statue was on Small Island chest, so...
Oh,
yeah,
that's true.
No
so, yeah, so there's like a disjoint set because Jim and Tanjo haven't done Ice Ring, and Quasi and Inquisition haven't gotten Leaf yet, so...
Inquisition's probably gonna be unhappy when they find out that the Leaf was on Tree Branch all along. It's one of those items where it's like, you know, you wish you found that earlier. What was stored on Cabana? It was Ghost Ship Chart.
Well, just as I talk about the disjoint set of Leaf and Ice Ring users, Jim will be picking up, I think will be the first person to get the 5th Tingle statue.
Yeah.
And Quasi will be picking up Leaf here, so...
And we have Hookshot to get up the ladder, so there's no real...
Oh, don't throw away the flower. Okay.
No, Jim
Yeah.
slipped away an Ice Ring.
Yeah, at least he does have Grapple. It does suck if you don't have Grapple, you have to, like, drown or save warp and retry.
I remember when I first got into this game, and I didn't know how to get past the event, and I would try to do Ice Ring the vanilla way.
No,
with, like,
yeah, in Mini
no
Bloons, I, like, did not know how to do this if I didn't have Hookshot or Iron Boots.
But yeah.
There we go.
Ankle's just gonna be a free check to get before doing other stuff. Kind of no reason not to go there, unless you're gambling it to be dead, which... Since it's a
that would be a
short
bold
check-
gamble.
Yeah, since
fact,
it's such a short check...
I don't know if Inquisition checked it, but I know they definitely mailed Note to Mom. I don't know. I didn't see what was there if they did check it.
Quasi picking up his Leaf. And be going straight to Small Island now. So Quasi's also going to be getting more Tingle statues.
Yeah, might even be able to act on them. Well, I think Jim and Quasi will like be able to warp to Ankle at roughly the same time.
Nice
Maybe
that we
Jim a
have
little
Hammer
earlier.
for... Yeah, it's nice that we have Hammer for this combat cave. I always feel like for Ice Ring Inner Cave, Fire and Ice and Hammer really help a lot.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you'd like to have, sorry, I got interrupted there. It was one of those things where you'd like to have light arrows, but not always the case.
Yeah. I honestly find myself really wanting light arrows for Star.
Oh, right. Quasi still has to go to Bird's Peak Rock because of the unfortunate fall
Oh, yeah.
at Cliff Flat.
Good that's only a sword, though.
Yeah. That without FF in the question basically can't lock grapple, so...
Also, Tanjo checking Fire Mountain. Love to see it.
Yeah, it looks like Jim...
That parry missed on the Magtail? Did you see that?
I admittedly
Tanjo
was not
just got-
looking at Tanjo's side there.
Tanjo just got a successful parry on the Magtail and it didn't kill it. That was really weird. But yeah. Jim's gonna be clipping into Cabana with chest storage.
Pick
Oh,
up the
that
sword
was
there.
note to mom mail. Looked like it was nothing. So I guess it has to be ankle.
Yeah. So, depending on what's on... I mean, at this rate, I'm guessing ankle probably has command melody, and then there's like a handful of pearls in Wind Temple. Not to mention, there's still that required Picto Box in Wind Temple. Maybe Minenko has a pearl. Like, I feel like there was Path to Godan, and like we're missing way too many pearls. I feel like we're missing too many pearls, and we've checked too many things for it to be a pearl at this rate. Like, I guess it could be Ferori's pearl, and then there's maybe Command Melody on Kamali Mail, but...
It would be fun to have a pearl locking a pearl.
But, like, I don't know what else the runners haven't collectively checked to not be, like, out of checks at this rate. Alright, well, we'll see soon enough. Command Melody would still be out, right? Path to Godan, so...
So Quasi's gonna be first one to get Anchor on Restream.
It's a wallet! Okay.
Okay, well, I guess that's just
we got a mail chain.
Yeah.
Going to be checking it right away.
I'm still waiting for the seed where I get a mail item, and then a mail item in the mail, and then another mail item in the mail, and then it just keeps going.
Watch this be Ferori's Pearl, and then there's like Command Melody on Kamali Mail.
That would be amazing. You've had that exactly once. Okay.
Nehru's Pearl. Okay. So what do we even have left? Like, we've got Ghost Ship Chart. And like, Zunari, I guess?
Yeah.
I would be shocked. I would be shocked if we get the rest of the pearls before Command Melody. But
I wonder where Ghost Ship will be for all of our runners at this point.
probably around Bomb Island. I don't think they've played Song of Passing too many times. Though maybe for Quasi it'll be all the way at Spectacle. Although Spectacle is...
Man, if it was at Spectacle, then you could get it right from Tingle Island.
Well, you can get it. You can also get it right from Windfall. So
Yeah, true.
it's kind of like Cyclos, but from a different direction. Okay, so Quasi is still at Bomb Island.
Quasi doesn't have any bombs to do Rock Spire. That's really unfortunate.
I mean, This will actually end up being fun because they've already done Deed Skip, and the only thing important there was Cabana Deed, I believe. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like on their mind for the entire seed, but
Yeah, you're gonna be thinking about those 2 checks for a while.
yeah, probably will want to go back. But unfortunately, when you do Great Fish... Oh, well, Quasi also hasn't found Delivery Bags, so... If/when that shows up... Oh, wait, no, there's a bond refill right there, so...
Yeah, shoutouts to the arrow drop on Great Fish, by the way.
Angel will be the
Very
first
nice.
one to check Ghost Ship. We'll see what... Not even gonna bother peeking it. Was this hinted? Or is he
Don't
just, like,
think
out of
so.
checks?
I think he's just going for it.
There's Command Melody. Alright, so Wind Temple it is.
Yep, and there you go.
How's it going, Advo? Well, we
Yeah,
had Vanilla Leaf. We had Vanilla Leaf. We've only found a single pearl, and it's already an hour in, and we've got Tot G. There is a required Picto box on Wizrobe mini-boss. With the only thing in Lenzo's house being Moblin's letter, and that turn-in was dead, so probably Minenko. Although Jim is checking Pompey and Vera now.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also, both Fire Mountain and Star Island required. Well, we actually don't know about Star Island. Logically required, but I don't think there's anything hard locked yet. Because that was Delivery Bag.
Alright.
Yeah, I know.
Time
Star Island
to-
is like... It's never required unless you orphan it.
Time to
So-
go back and check Pompey and Vera. Maybe it's a pearl, you know.
Maybe. I'm still betting there's a pearl on Minenko.
Yeah, that's fair.
Light
Ooh,
arrows. Oh.
light arrows.
Okay.
Only an hour in. That is
So,
very...
I think with Light Arrows on Pompey and Vera, we now have a full set of Restream runners that are going to get completely screwed over. Because Jim hasn't done Fire Mountain, which has a shard, and nobody else has done Pompey and Vera, which has lights, and they all did early Lenzo. Well, I don't think Inquisition has. So Inquisition might be okay.
Yeah, no, Inquisition doesn't have
But-
Moblin's letter.
But, yeah, when you do early Lenzo door cancel like that, okay, well, they will at least be incentivized to go back for Minenko, because with the Picto definitely required, and Pompey and Vera just being lights, the fact that specifically the Wind Temple Picto was hinted as required, I think means Minenko has to be something. Yeah, so... Spoils Bag Turn-In was a Picto. That was hinted required by the Octo Fairy, and then the hints hinted Wizard Mini-Boss as a Picto also required. Spoils
Now-
Bag was Cyclos, and the bow was Headstone, and Bait Bag was Cliff Plat. So,
Now
like, Fear 3-ish Picto there.
Yeah, now that we've got Command Melody on Tanjo's side, he's just gonna be able to go to Wind Temple.
Yeah. It's already got... Well, we'll be checking Inkle first, which is fair.
Yeah, no, Ankle's just a free check that you can just grab, especially since it's somewhat path to Tot G. Boyle's bag was on Cyclos.
Yeah. But again, both Picto boxes were independently hinted as required by hint importance, so Minenko at this rate is like probably a shard or a sword or even a pearl.
Yeah, there's not much things. Oh, do you know what would be really annoying? If Minenko had Boomerang.
The thing is, if you delay kids, the problem is you have to do hide and seek before you can turn in the spoils bag check. So unless you are somehow able to avoid kids until going to a Wind Temple and getting that Picto Box, which I guess you could, like Inquisition, once they get Command Melody, will be basically in that position. But you'd have to like delay kids for a long time.
Yeah, when it comes to Lenzo Door Cancel and hide and seek.
Wait, hang on. No, there was bombs on Miss Marie, so no, delaying kids is not the play.
Yeah, no matter what you
that was a thing.
did. Yeah, no matter what you did on the Lenzo Door Cancel and hide and seek situation, something was gonna be unfortunate for you.
This might be one of the key. Well, in my opinion, I think doing Lenzo Door Cancel, unless you have like a non-required Picto Box, is always worth it. It's just depending on when you do it.
Actually, no. I guess the play this seed was to do hide and seek, but not Lenzo Door Cancel.
Well, but then you still have to, like, whether or not you do Door Cancel, you still have to do Pompey and Vera the normal way. So doing Door Cancel specifically wasn't necessarily the play, but I don't fault anybody for not doing it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Or for doing it, rather.
Especially with the required Picto hint.
I'm of the camp that you should pretty much always do it. It's just you decide when you do it.
Yeah, we have synced creeps.
Yep. And they're both gonna be disappointed at the same time.
Jim's gonna be the first person on Restream entering Wind Temple.
Yeah, we'll see what shows up here.
With the character that a lot of people hate. Makar.
I don't know how people prefer Makar to Medley. At least Medley helps you fly around and stuff, and like if you don't have Leaf or you don't have Mirror Shield, she can be useful. But Makar is like hard required and like such a nuisance.
You know that moment when Makar does like a tiny hop and doesn't even make it onto a switch or a stair?
Yeah.
Hops in place.
Or like you throw him onto like the switches in this next room and he doesn't make it up the stairs. Nah, Medley supremacy. This is interesting. Seems like Jim doesn't go for spring storage. I don't know what's faster.
I need to time this because spring storage doesn't exactly feel that fast.
It's also something that only comes up in rando because like in vanilla you don't have hookshot. Is Jim skipping this dungeon secret?
I guess.
Or maybe he just like follows Makar here.
I don't know. I
guess that does get the Armos away from you. So.
Okay, yeah, he's not.
Back. Is he finally picking up that spoils bag?
And Tenjo entering Wind Temple as well.
Inquisition is doing Leafless Gulf despite having Leaf. Or at least doing a setup for this jump.
Oh, were they doing the final hull Leafless?
Unfortunately, a C-Hat had other plans.
Was Inquisition doing the final hull Leafless?
This looks like hole 2.
Oh, okay. I often do, to be honest, I often do hole 2 Leafless if I just can't be bothered.
I usually just do the ledge grab.
Fair. I often forget to set the wind direction with call.
That is true. Alright. Is this chest important? Assuming Jim's speaking is correct, no. I didn't see. I didn't check.
Gonna do this nice backwards route through this part of Wind Temple by hookshotting up onto that stone head. Gonna be able to bomb push store left alcove chest and get the big key chest and then be on your way. It's
Yeah, it
pretty
always
nice.
sucks when you go into Wind Temple without bombs because you can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's some other way to get storage that I'm just not aware of. It wouldn't surprise me, but I know
Oh,
there was
there's an
one
instance of
time there was one casual
not
race when I
liking.
didn't have bombs and I tried to like get open chest storage with the chest in the mini cyclones room, and then I just stored the door because I forgot that that's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that obviously didn't get me anywhere. And this dungeon secret is...
I will say, Wind Temple with lights is gonna be really nice.
I guess that was a chart? It briefly looked like a key, but
Yeah,
I feel like
I
you
was
would
gonna
have picked it up
say.
if that was. Need to be paying better attention to what I see.
Looks like the chest is spiky.
That, you want to know, that never happens. I feel like this chest is... Although that was mainly a mini blends. I feel like, oddly enough, I find this chest is more often spiky in Season 7 than it was in mini blends. Which is weird, because mini blends had, like, every other chest spiky.
Dude, I speak to that old man Ho-Ho on Horseshoe accidentally so many times.
Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting bomb strat. I've never seen this.
Oh, this is cool.
Is Quizzy out of arrows? Because you can one-shot these guys with ice arrows, but it looks like it ended up being okay. We've got a spiky here, so Jim will have to void out to get this. Very nice first try bomb push storage.
I'm gonna bet it's Din's Pearl.
Yeah, honestly, a Pearl safe bet at this point. The fact that they haven't shown up yet is kind of
Still
crazy.
saying, if that Minenko being required is just for Boomerang, that would be unfortunate.
Oh, he's electing to Death Warp instead. I guess that's an option.
Huh.
I wonder if that's faster than voiding out. And save warping.
I mean, Dark Nuts do damage you down pretty fast.
Yep.
I like how we got the
Starting
zombie hover.
hover.
Got the
Got one jump slash
zombie
off.
hover jump slash timing. Nice. There's spoils bag for Inquisition as well.
That's not fast. Okay. And oh, it was Ferrora's Pearl. It looked like.
Ah, got the wrong pill.
Was at least a Pearl. So dungeon order pretty set in stone there. There's a small key. Oh, is he gonna do this roll clip? Oh, I guess, yeah. If you get that, that's pretty fast. Oh, Inquisition grappling a joy pendant off of a Bokoblin on a platform. Nice.
Ooh. That's a nice way of doing it.
Meanwhile, Quasi is going to be checking Star Island, picking up that delivery bag.
At least he has ice arrows and hammer.
Yeah, that
Which
is
is nice.
good to have. And soup.
Yeah, and Jim has lights for Wizrobe mini boss as well.
I wonder if that still hit during that cutscene. Ah, looks like it didn't. Going to be picking up Deluxe Picto.
As we see the
Inquisition
other
picks up
Picto.
regular Picto. Also, Tanjo has a full Triforce. I must have missed a couple.
Everyone else is missing just one.
Was there one in Wind Temple? And then, oh, you know what? That would make sense because
yeah.
Jim is missing the Fire Mountain Shard.
Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, there you go.
I think there was one in Many Cyclones' room.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a shard in Wind Temple. Honestly, with this bomb boost, you'd rather be too late than too early. And it is a spiky.
Maybe this
As
is
we do
Pearl.
7 Nation Armos.
Yep. So power bracelets are hinted on Angular Cave, and they're hinted as possibly required, which means that, for all intent, there's Din's Pearl. Anyway, power bracelets possibly required means that for all intents and purposes, they're not required since we found bombs.
Yeah, they're only hinted as possibly required because we can use them instead of bombs. For some
to get
situations.
to pop rent, and I don't think the logic accounts for the fact that bombs might tangentially lock power bracelets. I think they just look at the chain locations and see.
Yeah, I remember people had a conversation about that in the Discord one time.
So only looking for a.
Ooh, bomb push story.
Honestly, I think we might be in no mode. Like I think Minenko just has a sword, and that'll be it. I guess Minenko could have, like, Maggie's letter. Wait, no, Maggie's letter was Bomb Island.
Wait, Jim has marked Boomerang. Where was Boomerang?
Did we make up Ferrora's Pearl? Maybe that was what was stored, because Jim doesn't have Ferrora's Pearl marked. I swear I saw Ferrora's Pearl in the menu. Maybe I didn't. Alright, well, we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, I guess we're not quite in no mode.
Yeah, if that's the case.
If it's Feror's Pearl.
No, there's definitely Boomerang there, so.
Yeah, if it's oh my gosh, I can't speak.
Oh, Jim almost voiding out there, but.
On Minenko, then I guess, our go mode is probably gonna be in Tachi.
Yeah, like Tachi hasn't been hinted Baron.
Yeah, and we're kind of running out of items to Baron block it with at this point. Like, what else could we have? Like, a bottle? That's pretty much it. Or, oh, actually, another shield.
Bottle wouldn't be a Baron blocker if we started with one.
Okay, the other shield could be a Baron blocker.
That's true. Well, actually, yeah, I guess it could. Maybe? I don't know if the Baron logic uses the same logic as hint importance.
Can power bracelets be in a Baron region? I don't think they can, honestly.
Was Killall hinted dead?
Because
I don't think Jim
look
did it.
like it on my notes.
Does Jim think he's in no mode?
Maybe he's just gambling it. I don't know.
That is true. Although there was that one qualifier. There was Qualifier 2, I think, where.
Oh yeah, cat jams, by the way.
Where there was the go mode item was on Killall, and somebody, I think Bobby, elected to skip that and had to come back for it.
Oh, that was the one that you played in.
Yeah, when I last locationed like everything. Hey, okay, that qualifier was painful for me as well.
You weren't the only one to last location hookshot.
Barely. Oh, Killall might have been hinted as Big Key, considering that both Tanjo and Jim are doing Big Key skip.
I guess I just must have.
I thought I saw a Big Key, but I guess not. I mean, I hallucinated Ferroy's Pearl as well, so...
Oh, I guess they just isolated Kill All to be the big key. Like, processes of... wait, no, but then they wouldn't do the big key skip.
Yeah, so in Season 7 there's required bosses mode instead of race mode. So the heart containers are not necessarily Triforce shards anymore. But you do still have to defeat the bosses that are marked as required.
Oh wait, never mind. Jim bomb push stored top of hub room, so he must have figured out that Kill All had to be a boss key.
Yeah.
That must have been what.
It might have just been process of elimination instead of a hint, which is fair.
Because I do remember him bomb push storing top of hub room. Shoutouts to the Wind Temple portal, and like a very slim chance that in a seed someone might accidentally land in the portal, and the heart contains something.
Yeah.
Seen it happen in.
I've had that happen to me
speedruns.
before. I don't think the heart container was useful in that instance, but
Guess it's technically optimal.
So, honestly, at this rate, it's probably gonna come down to... Well, it's gonna come down to the last sword, of course. Jim is probably gonna be the first one to get, likely, Ferroy's Pearl on Minenko, but...
Definitely
he's
gonna
also
be
missing the shard on... So he is missing the shard on Fire Mountain. Tanjiro is missing light arrows on Pompey and Vera. Honestly, Inquisition is the one who's technically closest to Go mode, in my opinion.
That's
okay,
true.
yeah, Ferroy's Pearl. Now, is it going to be Kamali Mail, or is it going to be Tot G? Are we going to have unhinted Baron G? If it's Kamali Mail, that's really bad for Jim. He's probably going to full clear Tot G for nothing.
I guess you can...
Temple, so...
Oh,
Mirror Shield.
Okay, so we're basically gonna get Sword and Tot G, probably.
You know where it's gonna be? It's gonna be in the floating platforms room, because I swear, every time that there is a spiky in there, it's a sword.
Alright. I'm gonna say it's in the bombable walls chest.
You're looking for an early sword. That would still be not ideal for Jim, because, like, if you're rooting for Jim, you want the sword to be on, like, the Godan heart container. Okay, Zunari's nothing, so... Honestly, at this rate, the delivery bag's probably not going to be required. Actually, wait, no, it definitely isn't, if Note to Mom Mail was nothing. Because you could do Deed Skip, and Maggie's letter was hinted as not required.
After you finish Tot G, if you want to do Fire Mountain, is it faster to do a diagonal sail there?
I
think
it's faster to warp DRI. I think Fire Mountain is fairly far away from Tot G, but don't quote me on that. I thought I vaguely remember somebody in the Discord saying don't sail to Tot G, or don't sail to Fire Mountain from Tot G.
Yeah. One interesting thing to note with Tot G is there is a chest storage route where you do the right side first, then you do the left side, and you get chest storage, and you do floor 1 skip with chest storage, and then walk into the Dark Nut mini-boss loading zone through the bars of the door.
Yeah,
that's an interesting...
You get the advantage of making that room a lot faster. The drawback is, if you open the Dark Nut chest, there will now be a Wizrobe in the eastern statue room.
Yeah, Inquisition's just gonna go through the pillar and void out. Imagine if we couldn't go through this pillar.
Yeah, that would be like, especially back in the days when there wasn't CTMC, that probably would have been really nerve-wracking.
Just have to death warp.
Okay. You know what? If not, if not floating platforms room, I'm hoping Hop Across has the sword just to screw with people. I'm of the opinion that if you're one item from Go mode, you definitely should not. You should like go for Hop Across first,
Ooh, Jim got the
or
little
like
hop
on your
onto
floor
the
one
pillar.
trip, just to
Also-
save. Okay, looks like he's going for it. So
Nice first try ledge bomb clip, by the way.
yeah, that was good.
I feel like ledge bomb clipping there isn't easy.
Okay, Tanjo was also going for Pompey and Vera, so he's actually
Okay.
probably in the best position now.
Man, I love seeds when lights are not your go mode, and you actually get them, like, relatively early.
Although, like, Tanjo's only gonna get to use them in Tachi, which I guess helps for the Dark Nut. Not much
Yeah.
else.
Such
Oh,
a...
there's a spiky. Please,
Oh.
please be the sword, please.
My stream is maybe behind yours.
Are you on the commentators page?
Yeah.
Let's go! Alright, I'm sad that it wasn't Folding Platforms room, but I want to see who all is going to fall for skipping Hop Across.
Oh. Well, there we are. Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so
I just refreshed.
if, which shard is Queasy? Oh, Queasy hasn't gone to Wind Temple yet, so... So if Tanjo skips Hop Across and Inquisition doesn't, Inquisition could maybe pull ahead or at least close the gap.
Mm.
But Jim, because he's not checked Fire Mountain, will be full clearing Tachi. Honestly, I really wish I played in this seed because I do not Orphan Fire Mountain. I do not Orphan Hop Across if I'm one from Go. This would have been perfect for me, but I didn't feel well enough equipped to play in a qualifier since I was focusing on Skyward Sword.
Another nice ledge bomb clip.
Yeah, Jim is only missing the Fire Mountain shard.
I feel like Jim might last location that.
Yeah, I mean, although I don't think he has much left besides Tachi. So he might kind of be forced to.
Hopefully this is the seed that convinces Jim to convert to checking Fire Mountain. Yeah, Tanjo's gonna be heading into Tachi.
It all comes down to when he checks Hop Across, really.
I don't think Tanjo's... Oh, he's safe scumming.
Saving?
I don't think Tanjo's going to...
Oh, it's gonna be safe going Master Sword Chamber.
Checking Hyrule.
Fair.
I don't think Tanjo's gonna leave Hop Across until the end. I imagine he's gonna check it. Hoping for that, vanilla sword.
We did also at least see that the first Armos Knight chest here was hinted dead, so he's not going to be wasting time in this room. It's mainly just the other statue rooms that will be a time sink.
Okay, I was about to say, was that spiky? But no, we just hadn't seen it yet. Bottle number 3 in Hyrule?
Master Sword
yeah.
Chamber dead as always.
Man.
It's like you'd think with like required bosses mode and all that, but like it's only, I mean, it was required in Qualifier 1, but like that's the only time I've seen it required in Season 7.
Yeah, it was much more often required in minigans. Which makes sense, because, you know, got less checks.
Well, so it is unlikely, but not impossible for a region to be unhinted Baron. So just because we don't have any Baron blockers yet doesn't mean that Tachi has to have something. It just means it's likely to have something. I remember there was a casual race where I had the choice between Zunari and Olive Earth Temple. Guess which had my last shard. Needless to say, that's why I hate Zunari now.
Oh, and had a seed where a lot of people... There was a shield hinted in Hyrule, and we had Earth Temple, and lights were on Jelhala, which is the one check that made
Also-
Mirror Shield required.
Also, worth noting, Tanjo did right side and is probably doing left side floor 1 skip. Oh, never mind. But has not checked hop across yet.
Might...
I guess you could also
Bomb
store
push
one of
store
these
this
chests,
chest.
but like it's easier usually to...
I've seen him bomb push store... Oh, no, okay.
I'm not a
Just
hater,
go
I'm
to the
just
right side first.
vengeful, which I guess makes me a hater.
Oh no, Tanjo's gonna do floor 1 skip here.
Yeah, Tanjo's gonna be missing hop across.
Unless he
Ooh.
goes all the way
Wait, no,
back.
he doesn't... Can you do this without chest storage?
You could do a ledge bomb clip, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, true. It's just easier with chest storage.
Oh, we're gonna have to void out, it seems.
No, you're good.
Oh no, we're fine.
As long as you can get into the water.
Right. Well, this is gonna be really unfortunate for Tanjo. But hey, it's Totji. It's
Yeah.
the worst go mode dungeon, so...
The left side floor 1 skip is pretty common now because of the advantages it has, but it does mean that Tanjo will be orphaning the sword.
Yeah, I do think that the left side route is faster.
Yeah, I thought it was
at least
been
the
confirmed
chest
to be
storage
faster.
version.
I mean, with the chest storage version, you don't have to worry about getting, or with the non-chest storage version, you don't have to worry about getting storage. And like, if the chest is not spiky, then you don't even have to go near it.
Yeah, that's true. It does make the race interesting.
I don't think the chest storage route would necessarily be faster. Probably just easier.
Probably need to do a timing on it. Right.
Oh, wait, yeah, right, you need chest storage to get into the Dark Knight room early.
We are calling the third statue. Jim's gonna be
Yeah, Jim's doing an
the
interesting setup
boomer
for this.
strat. Yeah, this is the boomer strat.
See?
Gonna be pausing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so he paused there to just make sure that he would stop before going off of the ledge. But yeah, with this you line up perpendicular to the wall. Want to be as close to the edge as possible without falling off. Then you want to aim for a certain visual cue, side hop, and there you go. I know Tanjo has his own setup for this, and it's pretty cool. There's like 7 different ways to do that room.
Now, if Inquisition doesn't skip hop across, they will be the first person on Restream likely to hit Go mode. But the thing is, Go moding Tot G is kind of like the worst dungeon to Go mode because you still have to do a lot anyway. So Tanjo is probably still favorable, in a more favorable position at that point.
Yeah, honestly, Inquisition is in a good position right now. That rhymed.
And Quasi is in a pretty similar position, just still a little bit farther behind in Wind Temple.
Yeah, honestly, it's so surprising, like, the enemies that you find out that light arrows just work on. Work on surprisingly high amount of things. It's really cool. But yeah.
I wish they
Jim
worked on
was-
more bosses than just Jelhala.
Yeah, that's true. I did once use lights on Kalidimos just because I had to try it. Had to
Did it
find
do
out.
anything?
No. kind of just hit it, but I don't even know if it did any damage. Oh, there's the Boko Barber Seed. Let's go.
Nice. The best like kind of item to get in a non-spiky big key chest is like a quiver.
Yes, that feeling when you open a wooden chest and it's a quiver is unlike no other. It's
Or like you get a quiver on a boss heart container or something.
like no other. Yeah, a quiver on like Forsaken Fortress heart container. I know I had once.
Had it on Mogera a couple times. Speaking
Also-
of Mogera, position finishing up there.
Yeah. Also, a bomb bag is nice. I will say, coming from a Skyward Sword background, at first, when I first started playing the game, I got confused. Because in SS it's called the bomb bag, and in this game it's just bombs.
Yeah.
Also, low-key, Godan music is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it is. And the boss music in this game is generally really good. Alright. Oh! Wait. Oh, Inquisition is going for a Master Sword Chamber gamble. I mean, fair. But we know it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, the polyphony of Godan's music is really nice. But yeah. Looked like that bomb for Spike Maze was not... Yeah, that was just a little bit too far back.
Alright, so let's see. If Jim goes straight for Fire Mountain, I think he pulls ahead.
Wait, did Inquisition save?
Assuming not, if they're watching this cutscene in full.
They at least have lights.
Yeah.
Oh, nice double shot.
Some unfortunate misspeak, I guess. He is technically not far, but like I was saying earlier, I thought I remember seeing somewhere that it's faster to warp DRI than it is to go straight there, but I guess when you can like see it on the horizon,
If it's faster to warp to DRI, I will be so sad because I often use Fire Mountain from Top G as like a second option. If I didn't get it from DRI.
I mean, you can get a an arrow refill from Beetle. Okay, and it looks like he said it that way anyway. So,
all right. Well, Jim's
interesting.
gonna be
I thought this was gonna be really bad for Jim, but I guess he's kind of pigeonhole principled his way into Fire Mountain anyway. So, really, it's really unfortunate to see Tanjo in this position from skipping hop across.
Inquisition still has to get Fool's Pill.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Well, yeah, we'll be in go mode for Jim. Inquisition, assuming they check hop across, not going to be too far behind either. And Tanjo's pretty far into Top G right now, so he's
we'll be
gonna get into go mode relatively soon.
Yeah, it really depends on if he goes straight for hop across or like decides to just leave that. Although again, I feel like he's in similar to Jim, doesn't really have that much left.
Hmm. Jim does have Leaf for Fire Mountain, which is kind of nice. Oh no, we've got 4 minutes to open this chest.
Do you think he's gonna make it?
Ah, he made it. That will be go mode for Jim. I wonder how he's gonna feel about that shard on Fire Mountain.
It always hurts knowing that you cleared out a dungeon for mostly nothing.
Yeah.
But again, it didn't seem to, like, he must have had an efficient enough rest of the seed to still be the front runner on Restream, despite
Yeah, Jim.
what I assume is a full clear.
Yeah, Jim's
It
still.
looks like based on
really
his tracker, he only. Oh, he skipped Star Island. That was a big one. He didn't have to worry about any of the delivery bag things.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, Jim's still really good at a lot of execution things. So, yeah, skipping delivery bag, I forgot that he even did that.
Honestly, delivery bag, like, one of the worst Baron blockers to come across if it ends up being ultimately not acquired.
That it's a great feeling
I
when
feel
you
like
get...
all of the checks that it locks are just like terrible, except I guess Oasis.
The Moblin's letter check isn't that bad.
Okay, I guess by all of them I meant specifically Maggie's letter and Zenari, but
Yeah.
Cabana did have something, but you can do deed skip and be fine. It had a sword.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Baron blocker isn't the well. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Still a good feeling when you get delivery bag hinted as not required and you just get to mark off all of the checks.
Oh yeah.
Or better yet, you start with delivery bag and you get Zenari hinted dead. I swear they put, like, the most non-serious sound effects on the barrier breaking noises. Like a balloon stretching and then just glass shattering .mp3.
Somebody needs to like put like the metal pipe falling sound effect over the barrier break.
That would be that would be amazing. That's the best idea right there. Also, Inquisition doing the top G left side route with chest storage, pretty cool.
But has not checked all will also be skipping hop
Oh, no.
across. You hate to see it.
Well, I guess this qualifier will be a lesson to all of our runners. If you're one item from Go mode, probably shouldn't skip hop across.
It was interesting. The one person on Restream so far who did check hop across first was the person who was 2 items from Go mode. But yeah, I mean, in fairness, it is kind of like the Fire Mountain syndrome, where it's like, but what if it's nothing? And then or what if it's a small key? More importantly.
Yeah, then you'll save all the time from not checking it. Also, unfortunate that Quasi didn't get that. I find myself getting in my own head about this trick. It's easy, yet it's so not easy. It's really easy to fail it and think that you need a different visual cue.
That shot missed?
Huh. Game's just not being nice to Jim, I guess. Really cool that Jim just goes for using the bow in first person for that double shot there.
I like going for that as well. Although it is like if the rest of the staircase doesn't go to plan, then the moblins are in kind of a bad angle relative to each other, but usually it's fine.
Alright, and
Tanja will be going right for hop across and headed to PG for Jimmy.
Nice first shot. Ooh, barely making it in time for the slow shot there. Just missing that one. Ah, missing the second slow shot. That would hurt. Oh no. Dude, that feeling when you are slightly too far to the right on that. Okay, but we skipped the spin cycle.
Yep.
Dude, it's so annoying when you go for the slow shot hit and you're too far to the right, and so it like wags in the perfect way so that the arrow doesn't hit it. But
You see, I hate whenever like
Yeah.
PG.
it's too close.
Well, it's too close for one, but also when like the tail is wagging such that if you want to hit the easier shot, you have to shoot like through his body.
Oh yeah.
Because like the tail is like wagging on your right.
Ooh. Really nice bubble dodging from Inquisition.
Getting a nice magic drop.
The keys are not dropping hearts when we are not on full health. That's
Oh, and GG's to KitKat,
yo
finishing
GG's
first
to
place
Kit.
off restream.
Awesome. I bet he'll be happy about that. GG. Ah, just missing that first shot on PG3.
Yeah, honestly, like this little like who designed this room to put that little lip in the room? It's so annoying when you're doing these shots. Ah.
So true. Yes, bait
he will be
strat.
he will be using the bait.
Jim loves doing this. He did this in last qual as well.
Almost activated Hurricane Spin on accident.
Oh yeah. Will our runners
Oh.
remember about Hurricane Skin? Hurricane Skin? Hurricane Spin.
Ah, yes. Oh, getting kind of low on health. Gonna be souping up for safety. Meanwhile, Tanju's breaking the barrier with the Master Sword in hand. Oh. Ah. There we go.
Nice. Gotta love it when PG3's tail clips through the wall. I guess you could still want the soup, if, like, you use the soup in before Ganondorf, and then Ganondorf gets rid of your attack buff, and
You're also
wanna use
much
the
more
soup
likely to
then.
get hit by PG than you are Ganondorf. Like, I do agree that, like, usually I will equip soup when I'm doing the setup for Pog Slide and just drink it. I won't bother duping it. But if you're still in PG3 and you could get hit and thus lose your soup buff, then it does make some amount of sense to dupe it still.
Also, another nice strat from Inquisition there, using the leaf above.
Oh,
Oh no.
voiding on grapple skip. You do hate to see it when that happens.
Yeah, that'll mean he didn't hold shield at some point during it.
Or maybe not quite perfectly buffered backflips.
I think if you don't get perfectly buffered backflips, you just fall and don't void.
I suppose
But
that
I'm-
would make sense.
But I'm not 100% sure on that. But I have yet to void on grapple skip since I've
This trick
been
is just
aware
weird.
of holding shield button.
No, he was definitely
No.
holding shield there. I don't know what happened.
I feel like, well, he might have, like, let go of shield, like, I don't know, just a couple frames early.
If only we had an input viewer.
Yeah. I only got that, you guys can't see it, but
All right,
I
well,
only got that on Inquisition.
we'll see if he's still able to clinch out second place or if there will be a snipe from off restream.
Hmm.
I
Alright.
wouldn't be surprised if it happened, honestly, because pretty much everybody on restream got unlucky in a different way.
Yeah.
We'll see if Quasi goes for hop across first.
If Inquisition checked hop across, I guess they were gonna be the least unlucky person on restream when it came to how the routing went. But also, Jim was the first person to get leaf, so yeah. This seed,
Jim, the first person to get Leaf, also skipped Star Island
yeah,
delivery bag. But
this
forfeiting
seed was
Fire
weird.
Mountain, which
Was fun to watch.
is always unfortunate.
Tanjo in PG.
I feel like Jim would have
Nice.
been in an excellent position if he did do Fire Mountain, considering he checked Hop Across early.
Mm,
But anyway,
get that
just needs
shot
one
from
more
Zelda.
shot, and
And
GG.
PG.
Jim. Once the bot displays the mess, there we go. Finishing in second place with a 148.49.
Awesome. We'll hope Tanjo gets his crips here as well. Yeah, we'll see if we
looks
can
like
get
the
Jim for an interview.
see.
One. Unfortunate. Honestly, you can go through like a mini Dunning-Kruger effect with Frips. Like think
Okay.
that you've got them down and then you don't.
Queasy is storing this chest. I remember them bringing up this strat. This might be a strat to get to the hop across room, or it might be floor 1 skip setup. If it's floor 1
I
skip setup,
do
then
not
that's
know.
really unfortunate. But I feel like I remember them posting something in the Discord about a Tot-G strat using storage around here.
I've seen like a bombless bombable wall strat. I don't know. Oh no, the yellow chooser.
Getting kind of swarmed by the yellow chews there. Oh, okay, so I think this is a hop across strat. It's like you get up onto this ledge and jump through.
Oh
that.
yeah, he posted about the. Okay, I remember this now.
It is pretty neat. I don't know if it's faster. I mean, it looks pretty fast, but you do have to store a chest.
Rope climb on Tanjo's
Queasy
side.
will be the only person on Restream. Oh,
Hello,
welcome, Jim. GG's.
Hello.
So, how about that Fire Mountain?
Yeah, common Fire Mountain W, as we all know.
Well, sadly, I don't know about common, but you were the only person on Restream that orphaned it and then had to come back later. Also, GG's Rick. Finishing third place.
Yeah,
Typing
also
Tanjo.
that vanilla leaf placement.
Yeah, you were
yeah.
by far the first person to pick up on the DRC path hint and get that leaf.
Yeah. That
So
was,
that was good to
really
see.
funny.
This is the only thing that makes sense, so...
Yeah. The other big time save you had was you didn't do Star Island, and Star Island had delivery bag. And nothing
Oh,
delivery bag
yeah.
locked to as anything.
Delivery bag
As long
is
as you
not
do deed
required
skip.
for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a few runners who tried to skip hop across the seed, which ended up turning out unfortunately
Oh, yeah, that
for
was
them.
unfortunately not the play.
Yeah. Quasi is doing hop across first and is now in go mode. We'll get to go mode the rest of the dungeon, but he did also delete the small key in this room. I think that was a small key. It was some key chest. So-
The one in the bomb...
GG's
The
to
Bumble
Tanjo.
Walls room, yes.
yeah, that was big key.
Oh, okay, so... Oh, because the light 2 torches must have been small key then. And GG's Tanjo, finishing in 4th place at the 152.29.
Very nice. Yeah, also the lights on Pompium Vera.
Yeah,
I guess having to go back for that wasn't great, but...
it ended up being okay because Maninka was required anyway.
Yeah.
Also, hey
Welcome,
Tanjo.
Evan Tanjo.
GG's.
Yo, thank you. GG's, Jim.
GG's.
GG's. So, the main thing that, the main thing was Hopacross having the sword was kind of unfortunate for you, but other than that, things seemed to go well enough for you.
Yeah, well, the thing is, right, when you get that hurricane spin on Tingle, there were thoughts in my head of forfeiting, because it's got other qualifiers to play. But yeah, gotta power through, I suppose, and finish it out. But yeah, hop across, it's a gamble, but like there are more checks upstairs, so I think it makes sense to me to still leave hop across. I think other people will disagree and say even if you're one item from go, do hop across. But
I'm not camp.
It hurt me this
seed.
seed.
One item from go, you should go there first. Honestly, I really wish I played in the seed because like I'm also not the type of person to delay Fire Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah. But
like
sadly,
I'll do my Lenzo door cancel, and then from there it's like I'll do what I think is the correct play, right? So if like Fire Mountain is there, and it makes sense to red it in, I'll do Fire Mountain. And if I'm one item from go and there are more checks upstairs in Tachi, then I'll do upstairs Tachi, stuff like that. So
yeah,
GG also to Alex.
Still a very respectable thing to do, for sure.
5th place, and Lyric.
Yo, GG's.
So Quasi still needs to finish out Tot G, and also will eventually. Oh, you know what? Deleting that big key, unless he commits to doing big key skip, well, for one, needs to find another small key. So honestly, this is like really unfortunate because the rest of the three of you either weren't in go mode or weren't one item from go mode entering Tot G or skipped hop across. And now Quasi does hop across, but deletes a key, and so we'll have to check checks anyway.
Oh, you deleted a key? Interesting.
So you did like a storage strat in the bombable walls room to get to hop across, and stored the big key chest, or the chest that had big key rather.
Okay, interesting.
I remember that he posted about it in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I think recently. I have not tried it. Probably need to at some point.
I mean, Quasi has a small key though.
Yeah, it has a small key.
Mm-hmm.
So if he commits to doing big key skip, then
yeah, as long as you remember to store the chest.
I mean, I
and
think
not
he has to because he deleted.
Well,
the
yeah,
key,
but
yeah,
he doesn't know that he stored a big key
Oh,
necessarily.
I
It could have
see.
been the other small key.
Right. Well, I mean, I think in this situation, like, you skip checking anything and just like commit to big key skip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. Skipping the Darknet mini boss at least, so probably going that route.
Yeah.
First Armo's chest was hinted, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I did it. I did it for fun, I guess.
I
I was going to go mark it off on my track, and I'm like, oh, it's already marked off.
Oh. Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I don't really read through the hints very well. I just kind of mark off the barons, and then that's about it.
I've done Dead Bomb Island before.
Especially the seed. Like the one silver lining this seed was you got both Bomb Island and Maggie's Litter knocked out in a single hint. Like
yeah. Definitely helps. Yeah, I mean, overall, my execution I thought was okay. I don't play super much these days, but I still play, and there were some things that were not so good. Like I failed command melody skip once, and my bomb push storages weren't the greatest. But overall, I think I played all right.
Yeah, I will say, Tenjo, your setup for the command melody skip is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It's sad that I failed it.
I was trying it in practice,
yeah.
and I was relatively consistent with it.
Yeah, it's 100% like consistent strat. You just have to not mess it up.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones, I think, like I find them to be inconsistent, even if you do like seemingly the exact same inputs. Like
'cause
sometimes your
you have to
angle
roll
is a little bit off
differently.
and stuff. But honestly, it's just a trick that I really struggle with in general, regardless of setup. It's
Mm.
just yeah, I think it's just like the side hops that like really mess me up. What else? Oh, the octave fairy hinting that a Picto on Windfall is I thought was interesting. I wondered if people would like not do Lenzo door cancel, like because I did everything else in Windfall, but like the Picto could have been like on hide and seek or whatever. So I was
think
wondering if people would still skip doing Lenzo door cancel.
I know
everyone on
Inquisition did not
Restream
do
did
Lenzo
it
Door
except
Cancel.
Inquisition. Yeah.
But did hide and seek nor I think was actually the first person to get bombs because I think they started with the Windfall. So
Yeah, they did.
Gotcha. Fair enough. It's hard not to go to Cliff Plateau Birdspeak at the start, just because it's just done, kind of thing.
yeah, I know I think this is their first like actual non-async season 7 seed, so
Mm,
might still be season 6 like
yeah.
mindset.
Yeah. Windfall start is safe, you know.
I'm a windfall delayer sometimes.
So
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Looks like unfortunately Inquisition having a little bit of trouble with PG here. We'll see if the spin oh, a
Ooh.
nice spin shot, but still has
That
one
was
more hit to do, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
Even more keys. What a scam.
Oh, also, Jim, I liked the bait strats on PG3 again.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I might have gone for it if I had ended up buying the bait, but
Wait,
outside being in the Baron, it's
did Quizzy not delete a big key?
well, if he did, then it's not looking good.
Yeah.
It doesn't, then it
07.
looks good.
Because I swear the chest that because there was a key chest in the bombable walls room, right?
Maybe he forgot and doesn't realize
Yes,
that he deleted it.
that's probably the case, from what it sounds like, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's because there's not really any other way to get
I'm surprised he just
storage.
opened it though, because you don't see a big key, so I don't know. Especially if you store the
Nice.
chest, then you definitely don't have the big key.
Wait, what? Okay, apparently I'm just wrong. I
Sounds like
swear.
it. Dang. I was led astray.
Oh, maybe we mixed up the keys in our head. Maybe it was the small key in the right room and big key in the left area.
No, small key was definitely in the left area and big key in the right area.
I'll have to like watch back because I definitely gaslit myself into thinking that. Oh, you know what? He must have like voided out in that room or something like that. That would probably make sense. Like, before
Yeah,
picking up the
if you void
chest.
out, then you'll get it back.
It's an interesting strat. I'd be interested to see it timed, I guess. I feel like it wouldn't be faster, but maybe it's
Meanwhile,
more comfy.
Inquisition finishing up with PG.
Okay, yeah, so it looks like what Quasi did is he got to the
hop across room.
The hop across room and then saw that the chest was spiky and then intentionally voided out and then went across to get the
Okay,
chest.
that makes sense.
Oh, that was a nice rope climb.
Yep.
But yeah, the strat was interesting. Should look into it. There's a lot of interesting Tochi strats, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I miss when this dungeon was easy. Now there's like all these new strats, new routes.
I
Yeah.
think it's cool,
Learn.
honestly. Makes it more interesting.
Inquisition headed over to Ganondorf, and Quasi
a-
will be headed to Hyrule soon.
That was a cool way of doing grapple skip. They were holding shield for each of the backflips.
Interesting. It didn't
I
even.
like
I don't think it involved like a slash down before the last one either. I think it was just consecutive backflips.
Oh. Huh.
I
Yeah.
remember the days when we had to do that crawling grapple skip. Uh, that was rough.
Oh, and my stream must be behind because Inquisition is still finishing up the fight, but finishing in 7th place.
Yeah,
Oh, and
same.
Anna King just 12 seconds
Oh my gosh.
behind.
GG's to those two. The Picto.
The Picto box.
And still managed to get
Yeah.
the snipe.
Sadly,
Oh man.
can't do the selfie in this version.
No.
That needs to get patched in.
Yeah. GG's.
Oh, and Quasi's gonna use
Quasi's gonna
Hurricane
hurricane
to break
spin the barrier.
Oh,
That
that's
is
right.
amazing.
Oh, classic.
If you get it, you get it. You gotta use it, right?
That's true.
I love that. Man, I wish I played this seed. This
Honestly,
looked
no,
fun.
yeah, like I didn't play this seed because like I was like prepping Skyward Sword for the relay, and I didn't feel good about how I was playing this game. Well, like I feel like I could have done well this seed, but oh well. I'm glad I got to witness it, and welcome on in.
GG's.
Hello.
GG's.
GG.
GG's. Yep. There may have been a lot of comments already about that being a seed of all time with some of the stuff we saw. However, I do want to say it was very interesting early game. There were a lot of like very like high variance hints that are just like, all right, you don't want to go to outset and you don't want to go to diamond step at all, and I was like, okay. And then scrambling together, we got a lot of strange like also that paw print hint too. I'm just like thinking about that for a while.
Mm.
Like you want to just dip that early.
Yeah.
And then
When to dip pop rent's always tricky. Kind of always has been, but now it's like a little more tricky because there's also the Wizrobe Cave.
Yeah.
there were also like power bracelets hinted possibly required, which the paw print like left and right boulders are some of the things that are locked by one of those two. So
Mhm.
if it's not like DRI Cave or Star Island, then tells you that the Sphere Zero chest probably isn't it. And yeah, it ended up being grapple behind the left boulder. It's also interesting, you were the one person on Restream to not do Lenza door cancel, but it honestly ended up working fine. Like, Lenzo's house wasn't required, and then Pompey and Vera was. And hide and seek was required. So
Yeah, honestly, like the mental stack of like that getting that pick to box hint, I'd interpreted that as like, well, there was, what was it? There was something that clicked like when reading back hints that was like, okay, this is probably going to be something like picked up required very deep into the seed. I forget exactly what it was, and I figured I would lose time on LDC doing it.
yeah, it was interesting because you had both that and the Octo Fairy said Windfall had a required
Yeah.
Picto, which meant that Minenko
My
was
second Picto.
definitely...
And I was like immediately just confused, and it's like, where is this thing? Is it gonna be Picto to Picto or something? And then I find Spills back like an hour and a half in, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, if they're both hinted at required, I'm pretty sure then that means it has to be talking about Minenko, because then Picto to Picto, if it's not Minenko, then the second one could be not required or possibly required. I don't know how the hints work there. But
I want to ask, what made you want to go Windfall before Cliff Flat BPR? I'm just curious.
What was going on there? It feels so long ago.
Yeah, it does go into a blur after a bit.
I didn't want to dip Cliff Plat VPR very early because I actually used the time using Mila to like use the playback on the hints. So I have like a replay buffer that I go through and I record my hints, and then while I'm doing Mila, I fill out all that out. But on the initial pass, I check for names of islands. So I saw the name of the island like not outset, not DS, and just like, okay, that's all I can process right now. Let's just go take care of Mila. And then I saw it was like, because I don't want to like get there like on hint review and be like, oh, BPR was this item and that was hinted. Well, I've already done that. Oopsie. I did that in a couple of like async qualifiers. And I was like, I should stop doing that and just start taking care of Mila early and often.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I thought I
That's
might be
interesting.
missing something.
Yeah. Other than
Yeah,
that,
that's cool.
you ended up in the same unfortunate situation at the end as Tanjo skipping hop across
Yeah,
and having it be the sword.
yeah. The only thing I didn't last location. I didn't go back to go check Angular. I almost did. I thought about it and just like, no, come on, just give it a chance. Give Hotboxes a chance just this one time. And then it was not Angular Cave.
Well, Angular Cave
So I did skip
was
that.
hinted, I think, the possibly required power bracelets, which,
That was
for all
the
intents and
peak, wasn't it?
purposes, if you... Sorry?
Wasn't that Angular Peak? Or was that Cave Bracelets?
No, Angular Peak I don't think can be hinted.
Yeah, I don't think that's a hint.
Yeah.
Tanjo, could we get clarification on this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah, it's only the cave that can get hinted. So it worked
Yeah.
out.
Angular Peak a lot better now than it used to be with 2i.
Oh, sure enough,
At
Cave,
least.
yeah.
Yeah, Quasi's just finishing up PG in the end.
Yeah, those lights on Pompey and Vera, like I will last location Pompey and Vera, but it just made sense. Like,
When you
to
have to do
do it.
Minenko.
Yeah, like I wasn't one item from Go or something. I was still missing I think the Ferrous Pearl as well, so it's like I should probably just do it. It's
Yeah,
an
I
annoying
think I've
check.
done. I think I've only done like 6 or 7 seeds so far for S7. So like I find myself like using the tracker very, very like I guess like aggressively. So like when it said it's like, oh, you can't enter Wind Temple yet, I just kind of trusted it for a while. Like after I got Leaf, and just like, wait a minute, something's not right here. And it's like, oh, command melody. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I'll just go there.
Mm. Yeah, Leaf actually, that's pretty funny.
Vanilla.
Leaf.
That's pretty funny.
That was
That's
interesting
a good
because
one.
since Forest Haven is path to Goma, and we started with Bottle, so it's not for entering, and you found Grapple in Pop... Well, once you found Grapple in Pop Rent, you could eventually figure out that there had to be Leaf or something locking it in Forest Haven. So I did like Jim's decision to go there quite early.
Yeah,
Because
I figured like
with
like
the key logic.
The only thing that makes sense here at all is Leaf. Like,
yeah,
I guess maybe in some extreme situation, like a bow and then fire and ice arrows locks Leaf somehow or something.
I guess it
like
could be like if Leaf were in like Ice Ring or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still gonna like
What was
it's almost
that Ice Ring
certainly
Tachi path?
What
was that?
Tingle statue for
Tingle
the
statue
pearl.
to Wallet to Neighbor's Pearl.
Oh, there's a statue on there, right?
Right.
I like took the extra effort to like put the mail in the mailbox and like Song of Passing, just like, okay, we got no time on Ice Ring. This has to be one of our pearls, right? And got pearls so late. Those are some deep pearls.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, I was expecting Ankle to just be Command Melody and for there to be like a bunch of pearls in Wind Temple, which I guess there were. Okay, the funny thing was, on Restream, I saw like Jim Death Warp and then check inventory, and then I swear I saw Ferrori's Pearl in the inventory, and so for the longest time until we saw you had Boomerang on the tracker, we thought you stored Ferrori's Pearl, but...
Oh, no, yeah, I saw it was Boomerang.
It
The
took
one
me
that I was really confused
many
about
pauses
was
to
when I
realize I had Boomerang.
When I stored Private Oasis for Cabana Deed Skip, I got really confused because it was Ghost Ship chart, but I thought that Ghost Ship chart appeared after Tingle's chart, but no, it appears before it. Because like I went past all the special charts that I had, and I saw Tingle's chart, and I was like, well, it can't be the Ghost Ship chart because otherwise it would have been there.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
And
Quasi's
I don't
just
know
finishing up.
I don't know if my stream is behind, but yeah, race time bot.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
Quasi's finished.
Right
but
now he's reflecting the light arrow off of the shield for me.
Yeah.
I'm just watching from
And
Twitch.
GG.
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 Yeah, remember that one triple header in S6 where there was like vanilla tree branch 2 times in a row?
Yeah, that was that was me versus Alex. Yep, I remember. I
Hello,
remember.
Quasi. GG's.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
GG.
That was a pretty fun seed. There's a few tricks I messed up on, but outside of that, I had a good time.
There was a lot of weird and wacky things about that seed. The double
I was
jump
actually
required
so convinced that Hyrule was going to be like Ferora's Pearl or something like very, very important because like you go to like Paw Print with Half Hint and it's like, oh, you get cheese there, okay. You go to Ice Ring, there's more cheese there, okay, cool. And just,
Oh yeah,
you get
shoutouts
all this cheese just like front loaded, and it's like you want to go here, right? And then
shoutouts to all 3 chests in Ice Ring and all 3 chests at Cabana.
Yeah,
being
we
spiky.
although they each had at least one ultimately not required.
Yeah, one of them was a bottle. 2 of them, or one of them was mail, but wasn't required. So
Yeah,
we got
I hadn't
green
gotten-
bottles. I had 3 of them at least.
I had
Yeah, the
2.
3 ball curse continues or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the commentators were like telling us that you deleted a big key quiz.
yeah. So we completely missed you like avoiding out
I wasn't
because we knew
doing anything.
you stored a key chest, and so like we got like really concerned when you opened up the big key chest normally instead of storing it.
Oh, Tot G. Yeah, I voted out like on the wall. Honestly, I was playing around with that strat and I was like, I don't think it's probably that faster, but maybe if we can get it into one cycle, it'll be kind of quick to go get that pop across. And I definitely couldn't get it in one cycle because the chews were just bullying me. But I was able to
yeah.
avoid, kind of like you would in Earth Temple, you just like fall down the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
that
actually
was cool.
on the last qual, I saw Bobby do that Taji route that I did today, and I was like, this is just so insanely smart. I'm just like, this is just the new default for me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the left side floor one skip is becoming pretty meta now. Just although it does suck when you have to open up the Darknut chest and then you have a Wizrobe jump scare in the right room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I feel like I've seen someone die to that Wizrobe too.
I haven't seen timings
The main
on
problem
it,
is that
but
like
feels
if
good.
you don't kill it on the first pass, it makes it really hard to carry the statue up to the first Armos Knight's room.
Oh yeah. Did anybody else take a ride on the 4 Master Express? Because that made me really sad.
The 4 Master Express?
Oh,
in
In Wind
Temple.
Temple, it caught me.
Oh,
I meant
Oh,
to jump slash and
no.
I just didn't, and it just dragged me all the way back up there. And I was like, dang, not on restream.
Yeah, that sucked.
pain.
We also had the unfortunate void out in Cliff Plat, but thankfully BPR was just a sword, so can't really grapple.
I feel like left side's
That's-
kind of dangerous sometimes because of that, but I can't convince myself to go right or middle, so I keep going left. And
I just learned through the middle jump slash spam strat, so
Yeah, same. I'm a
Yeah,
mini
middle's
bombs
pretty
baby.
free.
I need to, but
So did you get caught with chest storage? Because like the big key was on kill all. So
I
like
think
getting caught
got
there
the
was
big key there, so it didn't have chest storage.
okay. Yeah, because
Or
getting caught
maybe-
with
maybe-
chest storage, trying to do big key skip would be rough.
yeah, I ended up getting kill all, so
I see.
I just I thought I was gonna jump slash, and I guess like I had fallen off that little like ledge thing, and it just had me right in the middle, and I was like, oh no, it's about to happen, and it just.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
I will say Vanilla Leaf. I think that's the first time I got that this season. That was nice.
Nice, nice.
My first time in a long time.
Yeah, same.
It was too soon.
I remember in one of the like older season 7 like test settings when we still didn't start with magic. I've had magic meter on that check before,
Mm.
and I assume it's happened in season 6. But
That's
Yeah.
technically that's also vanilla, isn't it?
yeah, because you
Yeah,
get
it
both.
is.
Yeah,
You get both there.
yeah.
2 different vanilla items.
I'm just waiting for the seed where the leaf hover to get that check is the optimal play. I believe.
You believe?
I believe. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I will say this was Tanjo seed with both Creeb and Pompey and Vera being needed.
Well, Creeb wasn't needed.
No, Kribo's dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, how's in my seed if Pompey and Vera's needed?
I
That check
know how much
sucks.
you love them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. I see.
Creeb
Yeah, and
being that good
Hurricane Spin
yesterday.
too. I'm like the biggest fan of Hurricane Spin.
Also, I always consider that other check just part of Creeb's. I feel like that's his wardrobe he keeps out there.
That's fair, I think. Interesting place to put your clothes, but fair enough. But yeah, GG's to everyone. It was a good race, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GG's.
Yeah.
I actually got I got the little one frame sword slash on the spike chest or the Wind Temple spike room
Oh, nice.
last panel.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Nice. But yeah, I think that's it from me.
Yeah, I've got nothing else.
Alrighty. Well, then I guess we'll get on out of here. But thank you to everybody for joining in today, as well as to our runners, Gymnast, Turquoise, Tanjo, and of course, Inquisition. Also, shoutouts to our 2 commentators today, Sludge and your average link. And also shoutouts to the trackers in the background here. We got Joshi. Why is the track command not working? There we go. We got Joshi, Arctic Fern, and Lada Chiamaka. On the ZSR front, we've really don't have a ton left today. But if you're looking for some more Wind Waker action, we have our qualifier number 6 on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, or 1 p.m. UTC. But yeah, I think that's about all I got. Anyone else have any final thoughts?
Nope. GG's.
GG.
Thanks for the race stream.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. But we're going to go ahead and send you guys over to Zelda Speedruns, where they have a link to the past randomizer, Survivors of Hyrule tournament finals going on right now. It's Allison versus Ninjembro. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next time.